Live interactive Weather Authority coverage, sponsored by Rennie's, for your next Maine adventure, will begin shortly.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage, sponsored by Rennie's, starts right now.
Righty, everyone. Good evening. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday evening. It's Thursday evening. You know what that means. It's time for our Rennie's weekend forecasts. And it looks like heading into the weekend, there'll be some unsettled weather. There'll be some dry hours. There'll be some mild temperatures. There may be a thunderstorm. There's a little bit of everything in the forecast here. So let's waste no time. Hope everybody's having a nice night. I hope everybody's enjoying the nice weather. What a great stretch of weather. As soon as the weekend ended, the weather got great. Isn't that the way it always works around here? All right, let's start off this evening and take a look at a Raymond. Nope, this is our Portland sky cam. We just had the sunset. It was 7:43 was tonight's sunset, just in case you're wondering. I captured a time lapse of that. I'll show you in a second here. 46 for our current temperature. The wind is out of the south at 5. So most inland towns were warmest today in the 60s, while coastal areas stayed in the 50s. There goes the sunset. That was our Portland sky cam over the last hour. Okay, what can we expect tomorrow? Well, we have showers in the morning, and both coast and inland can expect some wet weather. Morning, perhaps midday, you might get a shower, but the afternoon's looking better. I think anytime after 2 o'clock, we'll start seeing some sun make an appearance. There may be an evening shower or thunderstorm. That chance is greatest in the mountains. Saturday, we're brightest. Morning and early afternoon. Skies go partly sunny. Saturday's the warmest day of the stretch. I think most of the area will get into the 70s. Keep an eye to the sky for some late day showers and thunderstorms. And Sunday's tricky. There'll probably be a narrow line of wet weather on Sunday, and it's confined to southern Maine. Northern Maine will probably see some sun. Let's break down tomorrow for you. 8 a.m. We're out of the gates with temps in the 40s with some showers. There may be some lingering showers through about noon, but sun should be poking out during the afternoon hours. And that should send temperatures to around 60 for a high temperature. Some inland towns will be a little bit warmer. So tomorrow's projected highs, there they are. It's going to be actually quite a bit warmer farther to the west. Farther to the east, areas like Rockland, you'll probably stay around 50 degrees. There'll be a lot of clouds, and you have that onshore wind. The leading edge of some of that wet weather is getting into New York. Ooh, it's a tornado warning. Look at that. Let's go investigate that. Let's see if I can bring the cursor up. Is it not working? Hold on. A little tornado warning down there in Pennsylvania. But we have just plain old rain showers moving through New York. And some of those rain showers get in here after midnight. So that tornado warning is all associated with the warm fronts, which most tornadoes in New England usually occur along warm fronts. A lot of folks think they're cold fronts in the Northeast, but most of our tornadoes in the Northeast occur along warm fronts. We're not expecting anything like that in our region, though. Tonight, we'll have some showers late after midnight and extending through the morning hours. By lunchtime, this is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're seeing some sun poke out. You may get an evening shower, a thunderstorm. We're going to touch more on that in a little bit. But there'll be a little wave of low pressure along the stubborn little front right there. And that's going to bring another round of late day rain on Saturday. So Saturday, I think we're in good shape morning and early afternoon. But it looks like we'll probably have some late day showers and thunderstorms. Sunday's going to be a fun day. I think it's an interesting weather day simply because I think what we have in our weather will be completely dependent on this big high pressure center to the north, how strong it is, its position. If we can get this thing to squeeze a little bit farther south, that would squeeze all the rain just off to our south. With that said, though, I think northern parts of Maine will probably have some sun. In fact, central Maine, western mountains of Maine, you probably have a greater chance of seeing some sun than areas in southern Maine. We'll be dealing with at least some wet weather in southern Maine on Sunday. Sunday's a tricky day. Hopefully we can, I wouldn't be shocked to see that shift a little bit farther south. But right now I do have some wet weather, fairly light, but some wet weather on Sunday, mostly in southern Maine. Let's walk through this together here. Here we are at about 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, 5, 6 o'clock. We have some showers rolling through. You're heading off to work. You might need the windshield wipers. There might be a midday shower, but there's that clearing trend. 3:30 or so, really any time from 2 o'clock on, you're going to see that clearing trend from west to east. And temps will warm up. I think many of you will be in the 60s, especially inland. There's a huge range when you compare areas like Rockland here, hanging on to the clouds, onshore wind. Areas like Freiburg, Berlin, these spots here could come pretty close to 70 degrees. Look at Laconia at 74 degrees. So areas that get the sun, the atmosphere is going to become a little unstable. And our greatest chance for getting a thunderstorm during the evening is probably in this little area right here, really anywhere from Sebago Lake South points west. That's where we could see an evening thunderstorm. That's about 6 p.m. or so. That moves right along. I think you wake up Saturday to some sun. Skies will be at least partly sunny during the day Saturday. And that should send temperatures back into the 60s and 70s. Most inland areas will warm into the 70s. So with some warmer temps, the atmosphere will try to become a little unstable again. And the greatest chance for thunderstorms on Saturday will probably be over southern parts of Maine again. So we're tracking some late day showers and thunderstorms. The morning and early afternoon should be okay on Saturday. That one's trucking along. And Sunday's a tricky day. Sunday's the day that we probably need to stay updated on, just because it could go in a way where most of the rain stays just south of us. Right now, I think there will be at least some wet weather in southern Maine. That's 9 a.m. And there'll be a lot of clouds with maybe some showers, a period of light rain over southern areas on Sunday. Wouldn't be shocked to see that band a little bit farther south than anticipated. 4 days out, I'm sure it'll change a little bit. But the best chance for getting into some sun on Sunday will probably be in the mountains, perhaps central Maine, points north. These areas stand the greatest chance for seeing some bright skies. In fact, northern Maine probably sees a lot of sunshine on your Sunday. 7 day, there it is. We have some showers in the morning tomorrow and some late day sun. Could be an evening shower or thunderstorm. Saturday, we're brightest morning and early afternoon. It gets warm even at the coastline. We're near 70 degrees. Inland areas, I think you're in the mid 70s. Yeah, so here we go. It's starting to feel like a real spring weather pattern at times, but Saturday's the warmest day of the stretch. I think there'll be some rain somewhere in southern Maine on Sunday. Stay tuned to that forecast in case that changes. If any part of this forecast really changes, I could see it being Sunday. So let's keep an eye on it. Right now, I think there is some wet weather, or will be some wet weather, at least in southern Maine. We're going to see some sun in northern Maine. So maybe going to open your camp up north on Sunday. There you should see some sun, depending on where your camp is or how far north. But Monday we'll get a break. Can't rule out a shower. Then some more rain moves in Tuesday. Some more showers and thunderstorms are possible on Wednesday. All right. So that's it. It's kind of a active pattern, but far from terrible here. Some showers from time to time, with some warm temperatures from time to time. And overall, it feels like spring is here. A sure sign of spring. Saw my first hummingbird yesterday. Saw him or her come back today too. And I picked some asparagus today. That season always sneaks up on me. I was walking by our asparagus patch and I said, wow, asparagus ready to pick. So spring has arrived. All right, folks, enjoy, some nice weather when we have it. And I guess, the flowers and the plants and the lawns, they're going to need a little bit of wet weather from time to time as well. Hope you have a nice night. All right, take care, everyone.
Live, interactive CBS 13 and Fox 23 Weather Authority coverage for your next Maine adventure has been sponsored by Rennie's.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Make sure to stay connected with CBS 13 and Fox 23 on air, online, and through these social channels. Thank you for watching.